I think this pedalboard's been sent to test us.
But I've got a feeling this entire pedalboard is not going to be the most normal of boards, is it really?
That was fun.
Yeah, because it's like totally like not my kind of thing, like what I'd normally do.
So, this was a bit mental.
This is the typical Gear Street video. This is what we do here.
42 Gear Street 6.
Hello, how's it going? Steve Cassidy Guitar here at 42 Gear Street with this man here.
I'm Jake from Jake Lee Guitar, and this is Sunburn Cam.
Nice.
It's very warm here at the moment, just so you know. It always is in Germany, apparently, or at least when we're here. I think every other time of the year it's pretty good, but we arrive at Gear Street and we get sunburn. At least the English and UK people do. Are you Scottish?
Just on my mother and father's side.
Right, cool. And did I know that?
Say again?
Did I know that?
I was going to reveal that at the end, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. Cool. Fine. So yeah, you'll have to check out Jake's channel because, of course, we're related. Jake Lee Guitar, Steve Cassidy Guitar. We have some shared ancestry there with that surname.
It's the beard.
And the beard, of course. That's it. You can see, we'll pretty much look identical. Anyway, so today we're doing something that I don't normally do on this channel, which is looking at pedals, because I'm not really a pedal guy. But Jake knows his way around a pedal or two, and we've got this pedal board here that's been provided by Sweetwater. Thank you, Sweetwater. That was very kind of you. Check out. So we're going to point at things with fingers. This is a finger right here. I'm going to point at stuff. So it looks like we've got here the Shadows by Earthquaker Devices.
The time shadow.
That's
the
right,
Shadows
that's
is
right.
like another whole
That's
thing.
right, that's Hank Marvin, sorry.
Yeah.
The Time Shadow is by Earthquaker Devices. We've got ARTIFAKT by Source Audio, and we've got,
This is the hard drive by JHS.
that's right, Lizard King by Electric Harmonics, and a Canvas Tuner by Walrus Audio.
And do you know what each of these pedals actually does?
No, I don't. I'm very
Oh.
terrible with pedals.
So you're in for a surprise. Do you know, contrary to popular belief, I'm not really that into pedals either.
No, well,
But I have used them before.
there you go. I think
So there's that.
my pedal collection is one pedal.
Which pedal is it?
It's a Behringer preamp booster.
Oh, I thought you was going to say tuner.
I used it once. No, speaking of tuners, this is probably the one that I would know how to work. We'll start with tuning the guitars.
Let's do that.
This will be the most interesting thing. We'll put chapters in because the tuning part, you might, I don't know if you want to see that.
I mean, here's one I tuned earlier, but we can try it anyway.
Let's tune it again.
Let's do it. So obviously the first string's a D, which is,
course.
you're well known for playing in
This is
drill
a
D.
Jake Lee standard tuning.
There we go. D. Oh, pulls the G strings out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was definitely the most riveting bit of YouTube you've ever seen. But this tune is cool because you can, I don't know if you can see, you can like upload your own images and have like, I don't know why you would, but
You can.
what I always thought would be a cool idea is if you've got like another player in your band and you really want to like throw him off mid-gig, like go and upload some kind of image that might put him off mid-gig.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Excellent. And it keeps your guitar in tune. I like the big display on it. You can see what we're doing.
Yeah, that's cool. You can, yeah, you'll definitely be able to see that on a dark stage, won't you?
Great stuff. And like most tuners, it's doing a mute.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. Which is optional. You don't have to have it do a mute, but why wouldn't you want it to mute when you're on stage in front of people? Why do you want people
Hear you
hearing?
tuning.
Yeah.
That's the one. So,
Cool.
with amp style, we're going through the orange OR30, and we've also got the new orange Oriverb, so we can check out both through these new pedals. So, we'll just explore these first reactions
Yeah,
and see what
sure.
they're all about. Right.
So what I do know is the Lizard King is some kind of bass, fuzzy sort of pedal. So I've been told.
That sounds interesting.
But let's see if...
For a bass guitar? Oh no. It's
Yeah,
like a
I
bass.
think
Okay,
so.
cool.
So this is clean with nothing, with the amp that's behind me, which is the...
OR30, orange OR30.
let's see, so... Lizard King. chunky.
That's got some girth to it.
What are the controls? So we've got the volume.
Yeah.
Oh, octave. Okay, so
I just didn't want to
when
touch
they
it.
told me it was a bass pedal, maybe they meant octave pedal.
That could be it.
Yeah, because the octave seems to be quite high up.
I just didn't want to touch that. It just sounded great as is.
Do you want to fiddle
Yeah,
with the knobs?
I'll
While I-
fiddle and you play on. I didn't realise you were such a big fan of James Taylor. That's a really
Yeah. I'm a huge fan. I'm actually, I'm hoping next year I'm going to be promoted to head of the fan club. But, you know,
It's in the bank.
yeah, I mean, I've been on the list for a while and, you know, it's been a good year for me, so you never know.
Awesome. Right. Will you continue playing? I'll.
Let's do it.
Oh, nice. So, I just noticed there's a switch here. I was playing around with the octave there, the tone. I kind of left the tone in that position, I like that, and the blend. But we've got a switch here, sun and shadow. So that was sun we've been on the whole time.
Okay, so this
So
is sun.
just play the same thing and then I'll switch halfway through.
Cool.
I really like that. That's
Are you
like,
into that kind of thing? The
I'm not,
weird kind of sounds, yeah.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not really a pedal guy that explores and does things like that. I kind of set my sound and go, but this is,
Even when you're within a modeler, do you go in and like sort of tweak some weird kind of sounds?
I set my stuff and
Yeah, because it's like totally like not my kind of thing, like what I'd normally do. But you can see how like time can just pass quickly
100%.
when you're messing around with this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
really cool.
Crazy pedal.
yeah, we'll go move on to the next one.
Yeah, so this one it's called the Hard Drive from JHS, and it's I think it's just like a standard kind of distortion pedal, so it should be slightly more normal than the previous pedal, but I've got a feeling this entire pedal board is not going to be the most normal of boards, is it really?
I think it's just to test people.
Yeah, do you want to grab the
Yeah,
what you're using, the Valiant
Let's do it, yeah.
with the P90s?
Okay,
Luckily, this tuner mutes, so when I do that,
of course.
we don't explode everybody's eardrums.
That's a nice looking cable.
Yeah, it's a good cable. Who makes this cable?
Oh, here we go. I've got a little sign down here. These are made and provided by Somer Cables.
Yeah, summer cables. They're really high quality. I mean, they're expensive, but you get what you pay for, and they just last a long time and
They do the job.
really
Yeah.
good. And we're very grateful that they sponsored this event.
Of course, that's it. And we've seen the other ones that have in Studio A with the wooden end. They've got
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen those.
the silent
Yeah.
end.
Oh, okay.
Silent plug. Very cool.
Cool.
Very handy.
So we wouldn't need the tuner, would we? The mute.
Let's make sure that we get the tuning footage for a short.
Riveting. Yes, for sure, yeah.
Okay, right. I'm in a habit of doing this as well. When I'm that close to pedals, I use my finger instead of my foot. You ever do that?
I try not to, because then I sometimes think, where's my foot been?
Yeah, it's
and then I
unhygienic.
touch it and I'm like, Do you want me to switch to the other amp for this
Yeah,
one?
let's do it. Yeah. So what amp are we actually on now?
So now we're on the new Orianthi amp.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, that was the new Orianthi amp. Yes.
Yeah. Which is
Oriverb.
the Oriverb, which is better for us because we're kind of hearing the amp in the room, whereas the other one we're hearing through like a monitor and IRs and stuff. So
Yeah. So the Oriverb does have options of reverb, obviously, in the name, but we've just got them off at the moment.
and we're on the clean channel. There's
Yeah.
a high gain channel and there's loads and loads of gain available on that, but we're using it as a pedal platform. So
Exactly. Right.
so this is with the so that's the clean sound with no overdrive.
So
Kick on the distortion pedal with the gain at the drive at about 25%. We'll move the gain to about 50% and see what's.
Yeah.
But would you change anything about these, where the frequencies are at the moment?
Where's the mid? Well, this.
So everything's kind of at 50% at the moment.
I think the thing with the Reverb amp is it's quite voiced for pushed mids.
So
Maybe we need to bring the
scoop
mids
them a little
down
bit, yeah.
a little bit on the pedal, maybe. That was fun. I don't know what was going on there, but
Yeah, I was just sort of working my way through the controls, sort of bringing them up and down. Definitely, I think the sound was a bit better with pulling the mids back a little bit,
Yeah.
but there's also a mid control where you can control where the frequency is. So where that midpoint is, you can move that along and then sort of pull that part down. So it was actually sounding pretty good where it was, kind of like 2 o'clock. Pull the mids back a little bit, and then, yeah.
I enjoyed that. That was enjoyable.
Yeah,
to
so-
play with the mids of that pedal
Yeah.
through the mid amp.
It was a usable sound as well,
Yeah, totally.
whereas the other one was like kind of not like you're always on kind of sound, is it? It's more of
Yeah.
like a part, like a little texture and a color kind of thing. Whereas this is more like this is my main rhythm sound.
That's
This
it.
this pedal. It's a good sounding pedal.
What would happen if the two of these were combined?
Henning might appear. Do we want
Let's
that?
try it.
Right. Okay. We can hope.
What? Right. That was fun and mental.
Yeah.
Would you like to play with that?
I would like to
Yeah.
definitely give that a try. Actually, Steve, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Something I've never asked you before. Would you mind fiddling with my knobs while
I could do it. On both pedals.
on both pedals,
Yeah.
please? That's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's loads of fun. I was supposed to be twiddling, but I was just enjoying what you were doing so much that I kind of forgot. I was like, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's two very cool pedals.
Cool. We'll move on to the source audio artifact.
Yeah, so this is going to be a bit crazy, isn't it? This is a lo-fi kind of pedal.
Yeah, so what I'm told is it kind of sounds like mistakes. It sounds like errors.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, we'll go for some kind of like, so from what I understand, the destruct is how much like damage it's doing to, take that like low.
Okay.
See what that sounds like?
I reckon we should give that a go. You should give that a go with a little bit of distortion to see how.
Ah, cool. We probably should have done it the other way around, but that's still cool. So yeah, those little crackles and pops and stuff, that's all what it's supposed
Part
to
of the
be doing.
sound, yeah.
It's intentional. So yeah, textural, or I was talking to Joe from Pedal Playhouse about this yesterday,
Hello, everyone.
and I asked if it's kind of like, not an audio filter, but if you imagine like on your phone, when you take a picture and you get filters and you can put like a grainy old school, that kind of filter on it. So it's kind of doing that in an audio.
What's your
version.
sound? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Kind of like an old record or something like
Yeah,
that,
so
scratchy or tape.
a good way of
kind
looking at
look.
it.
Yeah, something like that. Right, oh yeah.
So.
Nice.
It's very kind of John Mayer-esque.
Yeah, definitely.
You can really hear the subtleties. It's almost like It's almost like a dumble in a box combining these three pedals together.
You can imagine, like, if you're on, like, say, a sort of weekend break and you found one of those, like, 1920s speakeasy pubs.
Yeah.
Kind of background music you would expect.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Relaxing is like the thought that I had through my mind the whole time.
Beautiful. Okay.
Conventional.
We've got one pedal left to
Yeah.
look at. And it's not the Shadows, it's Time Shadows. Earthquaker Devices. Have you got any experience with this pedal?
I have not, but it is a delay pedal, so
Oh,
I'm
right.
told.
Awesome.
Because what that sound needed was more sound and more repeats.
100%. Yes. I think this pedal board's been sent to test us.
Yeah. So we're going back to the OR30.
That sounds about right. So if anyone was wondering how all these effects sound together through the ARTIFAKT, now you know.
So clean, with no effects, using the OR30. And if you want to just
Yeah.
do what you want to do. I have a feeling it's doing a little bit more than just delay.
Yeah. What is going on here? But so there's modulation on at the moment. Let's turn that to this middle position.
It's like a lullaby.
That's a banger, is it? Awesome, Jake. So when's the single out?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think like once people hear that organic kind of tone, it's going to take them back to the sounds of the 70s and really just give them that kind of like sort of a real comfort and just take them back in time.
Summer of Love.
Yeah, like I just like I hear all that and I think like the Eagles, maybe like
That West Coast kind of.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's just even sort of Beach Boys and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
The clean tones are just
They're in there. So,
sparkly.
with that being said, would you say that you've got a favourite out of these four?
It's hard to choose when they combined. They sound like that.
Yeah.
That kind of signature tone. that usable kind of lead. You know, roll off the volume a little bit, and it cleans up so nicely. It's hard to choose, but if I was having to be given one of these pedals, I'd probably pick the hard drive.
Right,
Because
okay.
I might kind of know what to do with
Probably
that.
most usable.
The most usable
for you and your kind of things that you do.
Yeah, I mean, this is funny because this is like totally not what I would pick, and I'm guessing not the kind of thing you would go for.
No, but I'll tell you what, I do have a favourite. I really like the Lizard King.
Do you use like a lot of octaves and that kind of thing normally?
But because I use a modeler, we use the same modeler. Modelers don't tend to do fuzz so great. Whereas I know this isn't. Is it a fuzz pedal? I don't know, but that.
So it's like a fuzz and an octave kind of thing. Octave fuzz.
Yeah, the octave fuzz. I mean, that would be a nice little addition if you need to sound. And I really like it on that sun setting.
So yeah, I think these kind of pedals are the way I would use them is for kind of soundscapey, kind of ambient, sort of weird sort of stuff in recordings and that kind of thing. I personally wouldn't have a use for them live, but I can see myself kind of getting lost for quite a while. You know, kind of like recording tracks and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, like even for like backing tracks live, just having like weird stuff going on, just like ear candy. I think they're really cool for that kind of thing. That would be my use. I don't know how you would use these kind of things.
I'd agree. If I was in a creative mode and I had like a day off, this is the kind of thing you could just have a lot of fun with.
This is like toys for guitarists.
Yeah.
It's just fun. Like,
That's it. One of the things that that kind of puts me off pedals sometimes is that everything's temporary. So you to kind of dial something in.
It's the way our minds work. We're so used to doing the modelers. It's
presets.
like presets, saves, snapshots, and that kind of thing.
But with the one that's kind of the most hardest to control, let's say, the time shadows, there is presets on there. So if you do find something you like, it looks like there's 6 presets you can kind of
Just save it and
yeah. Because even with a modeler, when I've got a particular patch, or whatever you call it, you've got a signal chain set up, I generally don't go into the pedals and change them again either. Everything's kind of saved. So
do you think that's because it's so much like messing about going through menus and that kind of thing, whereas this is literally so tactile? It's so tactile, and there you can just like literally twist a few things, and then it's so much easier. You don't have to mess about so much.
That's it. It's definitely fun as well, like combining them, and spend a bit more time on an individual pedal when they're in front of you, rather than.
Well, this has been fun.
Has it?
Yeah, it has. It's genuinely. I found out a lot about you. I found out you're Scottish.
That's right.
So that was a pretty big revelation.
That's right. And I found out about your Jamaican heritage, which has been useful.
Yeah. That's.
It comes through when you're playing, especially.
It does, and it's not something I sort of tell everyone, but I feel very comfortable with you now. So I'm happy to tell you these kind of things. So I'll give you my bank details later.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
You won't get anything. Like it's empty. Like I mean, you can pay into it if you want. You're more than welcome. But
right, we could do that. We'll put that in the description. Jake's bank account details, so you can access things. So this was a bit mental. Agreed. I don't know what you're going to think of this.
This is the typical Gear Street video. This is what we do here.
Is it? Yeah. Well, let us know in the comments.
And also, it's really nice to have you here for the first time.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's great to be collaborating with these other tubers that I've been watching for quite a while. So,
I've been like another whole time before. I'm like a veteran.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm first time, second time. There you go.
Yeah. But I mean, I did go to the island.
So you did go to the island. I watched all that as well. That was great.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was you with a person?
That was me. I watched them, yeah, multiple times. So yeah, let us know in the comments if you think you could get anything out of any of these pedals. You really need to spend some time with them, I think. But thanks to Sweetwater for providing the pedals.
Thank you to Sweetwater. They're always
Thanks
really
to Gear Street, Henning Polly, for putting this whole thing
and
on.
summer cables, the best cables you can buy with money.
That's it.
And love and money.
And even the mics that we're using here. Is it Sennheiser mics?
Yeah.
Great stuff. No complaints. What a great setup.
So you get a mix of IR, actual mic. Like, what more can you want?
It's almost as good as my home setup.
Yeah.
Almost. Awesome.
We spoil you.
Any closing thoughts?
No, I just, pedals.
Agreed. Yeah, this is like so not the kind of thing I would have had on the channel. Right.
Turn, tune, run.
We're trying to get bigger. How can I get bigger? Thanks for watching. Until next time. See you later.